Welcome back to the podcast, the Black Casuals. Taking it casual, as you can see.
We need one of them applaud buttons so we could sound cool.
You don't think that'd be too cheesy?
No, I probably would, but that was a moment where I think we needed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we needed that.
Yeah, Black Casuals. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice. Sometimes you just want to applaud.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to get that. It's like a hug, man.
You want to feel good.
If it sound like that, like what he was saying, if it sound like Black Casuals, yeah.
Son, when the last time you let me hug you, bro?
It's been a while.
Yeah, man. That's my brother right there.
Yeah.
Look. You see, you can't say stuff like that around. You can't even eat hot dogs no more.
No. What's the point, Jack? You can't eat a glizzy? Why you laughing? See,
now remember when y'all cut my ass when I was trying to be in the corner and y'all niggas like, hey, niggas put the camera and shit on you. Like you dancing with a girl, bro. It's not like I'm like doing that, bro. Like,
as you can see,
I'm just eating food. It's food.
You see the way we cutting ass? You see the way we cutting ass on each other? This is one of the reasons why we joined we decided to make this podcast, man. We wanted to have a lot of fun with this thing, and as a matter of fact, before I even go, I wanted to let the audience know, why we all decided to make something like this. As a matter of fact, I'm passing the ball. First one's going to take the jump shot. It's going to be Lemon Pepper. He got the jersey on. He's ready to go. Lemon, what's the first? Why you wanted to make the podcast leap?
Well, I mean, honestly, I thought about it because saying that you podcast now is like low key saying you rap. Like, you ever told somebody else, like, oh boy, y'all podcast now? I'm like, damn, like
all the time.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, god damn, you know what I mean? Like,
it's one of those into that now.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. But I think I just got I got a great group of guys around me. I think we mesh well. I do want to, just give people a chance to have an understanding from a black male's perspective, all different shades, by the way. So I guess, women could kind of understand men a little better, not too much, because, bro code is what it is. But yeah, I think, we just some fun dudes. Like whenever we out, people just automatically gel to us. They just come to us and they kind of want to, hang out with us. So I don't know. I just want the world to just see how, my friends operate selfishly. Like, fuck it. Like, see who I'm around, see what made me. Because, all of y'all are a part of me. So yeah, that's why I did it.
There you go.
Vote Lemon Pepper for president.
Got my vote.
All right, Jiggy Jared, inbounds.
All right, so we all been talking about making a podcast for a long time, and this is like something that's been a long time coming. And these are conversations we usually have with each other on the regular. So we finally decided to capitalize on it. And I'm just glad we decided to really pursue it because, like when we be on the train going places and we be having conversations, like times we used to go to Webster Hall, and we just be ranting about stuff, and people be like, "Yo, like they're right. They're having a good conversation over there." Like we all said, like we're fun, we fucking fun. So why not?
Yeah, we need to show this is our opportunity. No.
Yeah. Right. That's Jiggy Jared. That's his reason. Chance, go ahead. We set you up like Devin Booker, light skin assassin. Go ahead.
Well, going last.
I'm always gonna cut ass on light skin guys. That's my favorite. That's family. Right?
It's all good. I'm a killer.
It's okay. Exactly. Right.
Well, going last means that a lot of my answers is already taken. So a lot of the guys. A lot of what they said, man, like, we're pretty fucking fun. Like, no matter where we go, like they said, if we meet new people, like, whether we on the train or whether we just partying, no matter what we do, or we going to a lounge, or we just kind of chilling on the block, no matter what we do, it just gravitates. Like, somebody could walk by and hear us just having a conversation and just jump right in, and we welcome them. Whether we joke with them or just have a conversation with them, whether they're in depth or whether they're just, normal like jokes. And I guess it's good to put that on a platform and have us all get a chance to show who we are to everybody else and share it to a wider range of people. So podcasting is something we all have done separately. So it's kind of like combining our powers. A whole bunch of mini lions becoming one big lion.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I'm actually that's what drove me to do it. It just took, I guess, us to actually say, like, let's stop fucking around. Let's just go ahead and let's just really do it. Because we keep on putting it off, which tends to happen a lot because, you know, we all have lives.
Yeah, like trips.
I'm glad we actually pushed it through. I learned a lot about these guys just doing podcasts and more, and I've known them for over 10 years. So it's like, I'm glad we're doing this. So that's why I got into it.
All right, Coach Will. You set up all the plays. Come on, man. Bring us home.
Closer. Yeah, I like great conversations. You know, there's nothing like a great conversation that can really pass the time. And that's something that outside of a lot of things, I really love to do. And I felt that on a podcast platform like this, you know, we could show that Black folks have wide-ranging opinions on many topics, you know. I also like to host and moderate discussions too. So to make sure everybody is heard. So when I was asked to join this podcast, you know, I jumped at the opportunity, you know, like I see the podcast being fun, but also a place where opinions and theories can be challenged and discussed, you know, in a fun way. You know what I'm saying? Like some topics deserve a serious tone, but it doesn't mean it can't be entertaining. I mean, don't get me wrong here, all right? I'm willing to discuss the challenges of dating a porn star versus a stripper any day. You know, I just don't. It's all about how great the conversation is going to be and what we get out of it, and that's something that I just felt needs to be put on here and explored and just discussed. You never know what kind of a good time you have, and that's what I look forward to with doing a podcast.
So, hashtag future topic.
Right. Yeah. You know what I find crazy? You know what I always found crazy about people that do porn? Like they dead be having like wives and husbands and shit. It's like, yo, that was fun.
Yo, niggas forget they have a whole life.
Like, low key, I don't look at them as humans. But yeah, but that's
wow.
See what I started? Welcome to the Black Castles Podcast. All right.
Yo, I always wanted to say that. I'm not gonna lie. I always wanted to say that. My mother told me don't ever say that out loud. But anyway,
only on this podcast.
So okay. What is some things that you guys want to come about from this podcast? Well, you go first since you ended it off. We just go back around.
All right. I want this podcast to really influence a lot of the culture to not be afraid to talk about anything. Because if we're not afraid to talk about anything, that means we're not afraid to learn about anything. And I really want to influence the culture with this podcast. I think we got a good opportunity here. I think we could do something with this. And even if we're not the biggest one, hell, we could be the jumping off point. You know what I'm saying? We could be the Run DMC of podcasts, especially Black podcasts, thinking differently and taking us in a different era or in a different direction that nobody expected. And that's what I really want to try to change the game with this one. You know, I know I'm thinking ambitious, but I was watching the Kanye documentary, and I'm not gonna lie, why not? You know, like it's inspiring. Why not? Why not influence the culture?
Jared,
pink polos and everything.
See, I ain't gonna lie, I want to be rich. But all jokes aside, like I just feel like us as a core, we have a good unit, and I just feel like this can be something really big, and hopefully we can take it to new heights with how everybody looks at how Black men think, and just giving our insights on certain things, and just being able to have casual conversations with people, like, you know, about self-care, like we already discussed, or, you know, relationships, things like that, like things that people feel like they can't normally have conversations about. I feel like we can like help break that ice with people.
Mm-hmm. Nice, nice. Of course, you know, Chance. Let's go.
Yeah, we kind of skipped over Chance. We're doing that on purpose, y'all.
Wow.
Notice that. That's why I forgot we was talking about.
No, you did that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He did that. He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing.
I was saying what are you looking forward to? Like, what do you want from the podcast? Like,
I just put all hands on deck.
Not truthfully, not honestly.
Nah, yeah, either one. Real talk. I hope it blows up, and I hope it gets out there. But honestly, I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying what it is, being able to speak my piece and hear you guys' opinions on a platform to where we get to see what other people think of us and what other people think of our opinions. And I love interacting. I'm on social media all the time. I'm interacting with people. I love interactions. I love hearing opinions and different people's opinions. And I love to talk.
right.
You know, I love to have conversations. So if we blow up and people enjoy us and it gets big, fantastic. And if not, then I still have fun either way.
Damn, I want to keep this like you know, this clip, and depending on how far we go and then play it back in the future, like I think that's gonna be lit. That's definitely gonna be
That'd
lit.
be fire.
Yeah,
But,
that'd be dope.
what I want from it, I'm like low key, I'm looking forward to having guests on here. Like I always had this knack, weirdly, like people in public, they would just always come up to me, whether they was homeless, rich, middle class. Like I like to hear, bring awareness to people's lifestyles. Like you know, a few potential guests that we have. Like I've been speaking to a certain person, and I can't wait to possibly bring them on the show and just like, you know, shed some light, because you know you learn about the world through people and experiences, right? So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'm excited about our growth. Like from the first episode to however many episodes we plan on doing, like I cannot wait to see, like, you know, so I can crack jokes about, man, that's how I was in the first episode compared to like, okay, now I'm seasoned in it. And, you know, now so I'm definitely looking forward to all that shit. And of course, having fun with y'all for sure. Because we going on the road, man. We going on the road, man. I'm telling you, we're going on the road. I'm telling you.
First stop, Magic City.
I'm telling you. And I want a plaque. I want a YouTube plaque, low key.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
then could we do a Black Casuals like strip club? No? All right.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. So, all right. So let me ask. Yo, Will, where you went to high school at? Let's shed some light on
Douglas Academy, right here in Harlem, New York.
Where did you go to school, my sister?
Which one?
You went to
One or two.
Up on the first one.
With
On
FBA.
49th.
Right at my house.
I went there too.
You went to
Oh,
FBA?
shoot.
Don't you went? You went for junior high school though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. High school.
Okay.
And
okay.
the funny thing was I transferred out of Kennedy High School in the Bronx.
Wow.
And the reason why I had to transfer out, all right, now this is why I'm dating myself, right? But I left this was back in 95 when all the blood slashings was going on. So there was mad gang initiations going on right around that time, especially in the city, where people was getting $130s across their face randomly.
You said 95?
95. It was mad slashings. You was 4? Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I was 5 years old. It's okay, man. You look good for your age, bro.
No, it's all good. It's all good. At that point, who was really thinking about making it to this age? You know what I'm saying? Like Pac died at 24 and Biggie died around 23. So you know what I'm saying? Like that year, it was just like, yo, at that point we was trying to survive, and it was looking kind of dicey because around that time, that, you know, again, all those random slashings was going on around the city. People was getting cut as soon as they come out of the subway cars, and I had got jumped by the Bloods. Funny story. I got jumped by the Bloods. Like this kid who I went to junior high with.
That's funny word.
That's not funny.
Funny story. I got jumped by the
I got jumped by the. So here's the thing. They was initiating somebody, like this dude was initiating his cousin, and I had went to junior high with his cousin. So for some reason they decided to pick on me in the train. So they ended up picking on, his
And
cousin.
that's the 1 train, right?
This was the 9 train.
The 9. Oh, they ran on the same line though. I remember, you taking it
9
back.
train?
You taking it back.
Yeah.
It's a 1 in the 9 train that used to run. They used to run on the
The
same
9 train
line
to be
along
express
Broadway.
1 train.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, it was the
kind of like the
first
2
time
and
when
a
I looked.
5 kind of thing.
I looked at the Bronx like, what the hell is going on out here? You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I was on the train. And he ended up, he made his move and snuffed me, right? They was starting to fight with me on the thing, and then he ended up hitting me. So we rumbling. And then when I started getting the advantage on him, 2 of his other boys who came out of nowhere didn't know who was going, didn't know who these dudes was. They just started beating up on me. All of a sudden it was like, all right, it's over. They swinging on me. I ended up being kind of bloody or whatever.
Damn.
But then after the fight, we get ready to get off the train. They going, they come up to me and start giving me pounds, talking about, you held your own. Nah, respect.
Wait,
that.
nigga, so are you blood? Did they initiate?
Technically, yeah. Yo.
Funny.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't
thing.
say that. Don't say that.
Don't say
though,
that.
buddy.
Nah, that's the funniest part, that they really was like, they effed me right there. They was like, you wanna hang out, man? Like, we gonna see
Nigga,
tomorrow.
Hey, we gonna talk.
And I'm over here,
That's
after
crazy.
I just ran 2 full, I ran like 4 full court games. I'm just over there, head down. I don't want no problems. Like, yeah, I'm all right. Like whatever.
Little
Whatever.
homie got horse. Though. Little homie had horse. And that's crazy.
Yeah, and that was how I ended up getting transferred. Like right after that day, I went home and told my moms, and they got in touch with the school officials, got in touch with the Frederick Douglass Academy, and was like, "Listen, we want to get a safety transfer, get him up out of that area. He going too far from home."
Yeah.
And I ended up in Frederick Douglass.
And that's when he was able to do that too. Go to school far.
Especially around that era with all the slashes, man. Yeah, they wasn't trying to have no more.
Hey, Will, if you could see your attackers right now, what would you say to them?
Look at me now.
Would you even recognize them?
Yeah, right.
I probably wouldn't, bro. Like, to be honest, I probably
95? You should probably not.
Yes,
and not for nothing. Like, it's like I get to say I survived that era just because of how close. You never think about how close you was to something really bad happening. I look at it like, look, I'm not gonna front. I've been in a ton of fights, got jumped a couple of times. If you're from New York, you had at least 1 or 2 times when you get jumped. Like if you didn't, you ain't really fight, as far as I was concerned. But
I never got jumped.
it was like,
and I want to keep. I kind of want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
What's those stories? All right, so Jared, what like?
Go ahead.
I guess what's your.
I got a story.
No, go ahead, Lisa. We're gonna go to Jared.
We talking about high school. We talking about what high school.
What high school you went to, Lisa?
Go ahead, Lisa.
Jared, you gonna tell that story or no?
I just happen to have a funny story.
Go ahead, Sorry, go ahead. Lisa, what high school you? Why are you laughing, bro?
I ain't gonna tell that story. I'm gonna tell a different story.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, talk about how you got the teacher pregnant. Go ahead.
What?
All right, so we was in. Give me a second.
Well, say what high school you went to, then you could get into all that.
Oh, Thurgood Marshall, man.
Okay.
Thurgood Marshall Academy. School
Thurgood Marshall.
135th.
Niggas had the IHOP under. That's lit.
Right? Next to the
Niggas had the
Even though ain't
IHOP
nobody
under
going that shit. Niggas going to get the chopped cheese.
Yo, that's funny.
So,
Popeyes across the street.
Or Popeyes across the street, for sure.
Why y'all hate on school lunch? That was definitely the thing.
Because niggas will cut your fucking ass. That's why.
Man, give me that free cheeseburgers.
Nigga, I eat school lunch sometimes. I ain't care. Because they made sandwiches in my school type shit. But go ahead, Lisa. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
My bad. So yeah, I think it was me, Jared, was it our boy David and Ant and Russell, right? So we had I think this is after school. We used to always hang out in like TAP projects. Fuck that. So we used to always hang out over there all the time.
Shamari was there. It was Shamari.
No, Shamari wasn't there.
Just throwing people names out there.
Right,
yeah,
tag them in the video.
Yeah, it wasn't there. He wasn't there. we were just hanging out, chilling with the girls like we usually do, regular shit. Like I said, we regularly hung out there. We ain't had no problems with nobody. You know, that's all it was. So this time around, some dudes came over. So now it's like 5 of us and like 10 dudes was there. Meanwhile, we talking to the girls. So the girls abruptly start to get up. So
where y'all going?
We peep game quick. I'm sitting there like, motherfuckers. Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. So here come,
you gonna do this to me?
Yeah. So here come these niggas walk over. Yo. We like, yo. Niggas say, yo, run your pockets. This is the first time I heard the term run your pockets. So I'm thinking like, he must mean give us our stuff. So I'm like, we all kind of sitting there staring at each other like, well, I'm not gonna give up my shit. So I mean, what's up? You know,
you ain't getting my $2,
right? Like, you know, dub. I think I had my Nintendo DS on me that day. Fuck out here.
Oh no!
Yeah, nah. Y'all not getting my shit. I gotta fight me.
Y'all gonna have to fight.
So then, plot twist. One of the dudes recognized me. He was like, "Yo, I know you." You Donovan's cousin. You from Johnson. And I'm thinking, I'm thinking like, I'm in more trouble now. You got beef with this nigga? He's like, nah, yo. So I'm like, he's like, nah, you good. I'm like, no, we good. He said, no, you good. Right. He said, no, you good. I said, if we not good, I'm not good. So then Russell was always with me in Johnson. So he thought he was from Johnson too. So he was like, yo, y'all too good. So he's like, the rest of y'all run y'all pockets. So at this point, I guess Jared and Int was like, fuck this. So
yeah, we out.
They was out. So they left. So David stayed. And it took me years to realize it because I was mad at them for leaving at first. Like for a while, like even the next day I almost fought Int for leaving. Because I was like, damn, what happened? And it took me years to realize that was smart as shit because they don't know, you know what I mean? If we good, and then they know what they're not good.
No, you good.
You okay.
Right. So it took me years to realize that. That's why I was kind of like, yo. Like,
decisions, man.
Yeah, so it was just crazy that there was a crazy time. And then come to find out later on, one of the dudes actually knew Shamari, so that's probably why he thought Shamari was there. One of the dudes actually knew Shamari, small world. So that would have been a whole mess if they would have even tried to get us because they were all connected somehow. So that was just a crazy time and growing up.
The man of the hour, Jiggy. What's going on? What high school you went to play?
High school. All right, so I went to Cardinal Hayes.
I had a journey.
And then I transferred
to
Landmark High School.
We hated y'all.
What we do?
I was going to an old boys school though. Like I could never do that. I remember my mom, I'm like, nah, don't even try it.
They get all the girls from all the other schools to come to their parties, and all the boys can't come in there, yo. Bro. I hate this. Go ahead.
Too much niggas.
Bro.
Go ahead.
So anyway, shout out to Hayes first off, because we just won the city championship, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what?
So, yeah.
PSAL?
No, Catholic school.
Oh, Catholic. Okay. Damn, that's lit.
Catholic school. Mm-hmm. So then, I went there for 9th and 10th grade, and then I went to Landmark for 10th and 11th to 12th. Going to old boys high school was an experience. It was funny as hell because these niggas was fucking fools. But I was just like, nah, I gotta get some female interaction, man. I gotta get back. So that's why I made the transfer to Landmark. So, story, I'm not gonna tell the story you think about, Lisa. There was another story that happened. We was leaving your school party. So remember we was on the corner and we was on the corner coming from the party. Some girl, I guess she was beefing with another girl there, something like that. So then she called a bunch of niggas from uptown.
Yes.
And remember that?
Is that when someone catapulted someone?
Yeah, basically.
Someone jumped
it was like I think her man was dancing with another girl or something like that. And then
Yeah.
the girl, she called like niggas from uptown and everything. So Lee Sarn, Shamari, and Russell, I forgot. I think I got a ride. The rest of us, me and my boy Shamar from Cardinal Hayes. This was in 9th grade. So we walking uptown. So just imagine 7th Avenue, just mad niggas outside.
Man.
It's like mad niggas. So I'm seeing them crossing the street and you just feel it in the air like something's about to happen, bro. Something is about to happen. So mind you, it's like 20 to 30 niggas. So I'm like, bro, we out, bro. Like we gotta get back. Like y'all niggas ready to run, like we out. So niggas just started wild and just trying to jump us and everything. Nigga Ant jumped over somebody. I spit over somebody, like running uptown and everything. Like it was crazy, bro. Sure. Listen, I don't know what happened with him, but he good. He made it out.
Right. Said I don't know what happened.
I ain't gonna lie, that's when Harlem was.
I see him next day.
I think he gonna.
I forgot which way I went.
That's when Harlem was crazy.
You went because you went at 135th. I think you got robbed.
Oh,
you got robbed somebody. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly. We walking distance, so we walked.
Yeah, I remember them days. Oh, my bad.
But yeah. But it was I think it was Zoo. Was it him? I'm not sure. Anyway,
I don't know.
I thought it was OI niggas.
One of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was back in the days in high school, especially over here. It was crazy.
Yeah, you couldn't walk on 25th at all.
Yeah.
Like when I remember that. Oh man, I thought I was cool. I've never got jumped in like high school, but like there's been a few times in junior high school because I went to that badass 172. So that's why I met Julian.
Where was that at?
That was on 133rd in Amsterdam, but right next to Manhattanville Projects. So it was like this little ass school that looked like a jail, low key. It do look like a jail.
You never heard of 172?
Wait, like Roberto Clemente?
Nah. I ended up going. I got kicked out and I went to that school, but it's a school like literally up the block on Amsterdam. Like it's like by the park. It's the police station. Then it's like the Manhattanville Projects. Nah, that's down. That's down.
A few blocks away.
Yeah, it's most. All right, so if you go up 8th, like if you know where 8th Philip Randolph is, right? I don't know what it's called now.
Yeah, I know where.
So if you keep walking on that street and you make a left, like down, you know how like it's that block. Then there's one block. Then it's like the projects. If you walk past the projects, then it's the little school in the cut right here. That was 172, and it was the military school.
Oh, that was a school. Oh,
yeah, exactly. It should look like a little prison. So. My nigga, I learned nothing in that. Every day I used to just come, drop my bag off, and then just go in the hallway, like legit. So
that's a school.
So you know what the fuck the playground was? It was the parking lot, bro. Like legit, like it was the worst school.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's a school,
like bro. So I end up, I'm starting to get known in the school, but not for the reasons you think. So I'm on 25th. Like I see some people from what's that app, St. Nick. Like, how they used to get down back in the day, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm walking on the street, everybody, they jumping niggas, I'm laughing, I'm giggling. I'm with my fat friend, nigga named Paul. So I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, we good. Cause, I'm just like, haha, I'm laughing. So one of the little tough butch girls, she turned around like, yo, what you laughing at? And I was like, shit. Cause I know one thing, I'm like, yo, listen, I was an athletic young nigga. So I'm like, yo, Paul, there's 10 of them, there's 2 of us. I mean, I run. Nigga, you look like you could take a hit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just hold me down real quick. So they, they start, when they start surrounding you like, so once you shit. So I'm like, fuck it. Like, I ain't gonna leave you like that. Because we lived on the same block. That's hard to explain. So, they surrounded me. Then one nigga was like, yo, wait, nah, that's Leroy. Nah, he good type shit. Like, leave him alone. So it was kind of like a situation with you, Lisa. Like, I had a few situations like that. So, ultimately I avoided getting my ass whipped. And then, it was a dude that walked by with a merm. And let's just say I was very glad, better him than me for sure. They beat the brakes off that nigga and they took that nigga coat cold as shit. Yo. Like, you remember they used to take niggas coats, like they had no type of, it could be 0 degrees.
A rough time back then.
Yeah,
you couldn't have ACGs,
nothing,
Mermite. And
Yo,
I had
what
all
size
them
you
shit.
in?
My size,
Word.
nigga. Yo,
Starter jacket.
niggas trying to take my
Starter
7. Remember the
jackets.
730, the Boost Mobile joint?
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember I was walking by the little strip club up
I
there
had that
too. Niggas came down the thing like, yo, same shit. Yo, run your pockets, yo. I'm like, oh, man.
glad I never had those. Glad I never had those.
I'm like,
Niggas
oh,
got me
man.
for my sidekick. I didn't even tell that story.
For real?
Yeah, niggas got me from I was walking in Taft again. Fucking Taft.
You ain't learn your
Like
lesson.
they ain't like me. I don't know why.
Yo, we're gonna have to do a story on that. We're gonna have to do a story on growing up in New York. Like
Nah, that's
the
a fact,
gangs
bro.
That's
we had to run
that's
into.
true.
The
Crime
gangs we
in New
ran
York.
into.
That's
Yo,
a fact. But listen, man, hey, stay tuned. You know, coming soon, we're gonna have some guests. You know, shouts out to all our sponsors for the day. Once again, we are the Black Casuals. I am the Lemon Pepper Stepper, and we have
go ahead.
I
Come on,
didn't want to
niggas.
fuck with you. Sorry.
Mickey Jarrett, Mr. Chance,
Jarrett here.
Lemon Pepper
Kids,
Stepper,
Kids, Savage.
and Harlem Will.
yes, sir.
We call ourselves the Black Casuals. Stay tuned for us for future episodes.
Like,
in the
share,
studio on Zoom.
subscribe.
Right, like, share, subscribe. Yo, Leroy, shout out to one of those businesses real quick.
Nah, that's why we got the sponsors.
But we got the ad. Boom. We even got to do all that. You
Yeah.
already know.
We
Yo,
coming
Black
up in
Casuals. Them Black
Alright.
Casuals, y'all.
Yes, sir.